Welcome back. We're going to be taking a look at a video out of Homestead, Florida. Officer Pierce that you see here is arriving at Toshiba Mitchell's home, who is running for council, and she's not happy with publications that are happening about her. In just a minute, you're going to hear that she's going to allege that True Homestead, which is ran by Dr. James Eric McDonough, which you may have heard me cite as McDonough versus Fernandez-Rundle in some of my videos. She wants to press charges and have him stopped for publishing videos. Once you put yourself in a position to run for office, all of the public records that you have are subject to public scrutiny. In Florida, there is a stalking law that says if you repeatedly follow or harass someone, you can be charged with simple stalking. However, it does not apply to constitutionally protected activities.
Stalking, harassing.
Where is she?
She's just coming right now. She had to pick up my daughter from the hospital. How long you been on the force?
It's going to be referenced to 26.
Almost 18 years.
18, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my prior military guys, Frank, I think he's I don't know if you call it auxiliary or part-time.
Who's that?
Frank.
The man that appears to be her husband here goes through several validations on who he knows. A guy named Frank, and then the police officer who lives across the street. Many times people will do this so that you get on their side.
Well, I know you know Robert.
Robbie Tate?
Robert here.
Oh, yeah. Morris.
Yeah, he drive a Mark. He got a Traverse.
Yeah.
The officer begins to inflame the situation by telling another story that no one from True Homestead was charged with. Again, legal and lawful activity protected by the Constitution.
They did the same thing to Patricia Fairclough.
Yeah. And that's what she's running for.
They posted stuff about her. They went to her house because I think the issue was they were saying that she lived in a different community than what the seat was for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it was for Oasis and she was living in another community supposedly. So they went to her house and they recorded her backing out of the driveway. Probably the same group. Good morning.
I had to get my daughter from the...
No, that's fine. How are you?
You want to come inside?
No, it's okay. We do it right here. What's going on?
So there's a group. I guess they think it's okay. It's on Facebook, though. They're putting out all these things about me and my family. They're following now the car and taking pictures of my car in places. And so it's harassment at this point. I want to definitely get a record of it. And with the following of, it's stalking as well. So I wanted to...
Do you know who it is?
I think it's the Orta guy. I know it's on the True Homestead. And I was going to also call Facebook to find out what we can do from their vantage point. Oh.
You said Orta?
Orta. Let me just call someone and ask what's his name. The one who he runs it or he owns it. Hello, good morning. How are you? Good. Quick question. What is the guy who runs True Homestead again, his name? Dr. James Eric McDonough. And what about the Orta guy? Who is he? Ramiro Orta is a part of that as well? Okay. Harassment on all of them. I'm charging. Yes, that's what I do. Go high. That's right. So, talking with the police now. It's okay. And I'm gonna continue because then that way, you see, this is called bullying, and this is why people commit suicide. It's not only bullying, it's stalking. I wasn't able to sleep well and all those things. So it's a problem. You know, I have people from everywhere texting me screenshots and these things about me, and I'm like, what's going on? So no, I'm not going to go into that cycle for myself or my family. I'm reporting it and doing the right things, and hopefully eventually get a restraining order if it gets worse. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye. Yes, and Ramiro Orta, she says, those are the two that runs it. And it's just too much. I was saying this is a bullying of sorts, and I'm not going to stand by and let it happen to me or my family.
Have you seen the person who's doing it?
I don't know what he looks like. It's so interesting. Last night we were in the grocery store and with my shirt on, and there was some guy who said something. He said Toshiba something about what I had purchased, to purchase. So I don't know. My husband asked me, "Is that him?" I don't know what they look like. They do it somehow. I just need to find out maybe what they look like too to see when they're around me.
All right. So what's been going on that you know of?
So these are the messages that I've received. Oh, she sent the name like Dr. James Eric McDonough. You know those names?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I mean that's who. I guess that's who runs the website, but I don't know if that's the person that's following you. That's what I'm asking.
He's signing it. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. Well, he's seeming like, where's the message from this one lady? Oh, because she sent me all the screen posts, and he's saying like he ends with see Doc. So it's definitely Doc. That's one of them. And these are all, so they go to my page and they're taking pictures from me and my family and my work and everything, and they're putting it up with these things. They're talking about permanently and what do they say, like permanently disabled or something like this. I'm like, what the hell? What are they? So this is when they take pictures of me and my car.
Well, who took that?
I don't know. Oh, this is from my page. And then they're taking pictures, though, of my car when I was downtown. I think I was downtown on Saturday.
In Homestead?
Yes, by Seminole Theater.
What's the reference to your car?
Because they're saying, like, I'm total and permanently disabled with handicap. My husband and I are both veterans. But that's not true anyway. But they're saying those things. This is the part of the message here. Complete and permanent, something like this.
Now, the post that they're referring to is one that they posted about her claiming a $100,000 exemption for property taxes on her home. And according to True Homestead, in order to get that exemption, you have to make the assertion that you're fully disabled. And if we take a look at this form here, this is the tax record form. You're going to see that there's a full tax exemption for $100,000 on the bottom of this form. This is what True Homestead and Dr. James Eric McDonough are asserting. If you have this exemption, you have to be totally and permanently disabled. As you heard here, she's claiming that she's not. You cannot have that exemption on your taxes unless that condition applies.
And you see he signs it Doc Justice on this. And then there's others. There's another. That's me and my work. They're taking those pictures from my page and putting out these narratives they're not true.
3511 Northeast 10 Drive. 3511 Northeast 10 Drive.
I think that's it from so far. I don't know from this morning what they got.
So basically, he's going to your...
He's going to my page, except for that time when he's taking pictures of the car.
Taking photos of you and then putting narrative. Okay. You have your ID?
Yes, sir.
But you haven't seen like anybody come by your house or...
I don't know. No.
But that you know of?
No. I don't want it to get to that space either. That's what my concern is, let's say. Can I get a restraining order against that?
We don't issue restraining orders. If you go to the courthouse, you can speak to the attorneys there, and what happens is you tell them what's going on, and it's up to a judge, yes or no. We can't make that decision. So the only thing I can tell you is if you want a restraining order, you go to the courthouse and you ask for one.
Okay.
Usually, I mean, like I said, you can try. Usually it's for violence, stalking, like they actually come into your house, threats, stuff like that. But again, you can still try. What's your phone number?
305.
And this is all because you're running for the seat? Maybe I don't know if you looked at True Homestead, but it's not just you.
No, I know that it's not, but I'm concerned with me and my family.
No, I know.
They're putting out things about my house.
He's
and all
got
this.
he's been to Patricia Faircloth's house.
Yep.
He's taking photos of her car.
Yeah. The thing about it is, like I was just telling her, is that you have to nip it in the bud. Somebody has to stop this guy. I will sue the shit out of him and have his house, and he'll be out of Homestead. You know what I mean? We have to have the paper trail enough to do it. And just like how he stand fast, we have to stand fast to say, no, we're going to stand up against bullying and harassment in our community.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to let this happen. And just say, oh, no, he's just doing, oh, that's how it is when he, no. What gives him the right?
Well, actually, we do. It's called the Constitution. This is not a person that I would want in a position of power because they will bring down the reign of the police department and anybody else against you. That is typically what happens with an overpowerful council.
Do you know who he is?
I really don't. That's why I'm saying I don't know what he looks like.
He usually goes to the meetings at City Hall.
Really? You see, I had to ask her his name. That's not... When I go there, I'm focused on the city issues. I'm not there looking for these people and saying, who's going to get me? We shouldn't live like that.
Right. No, I agree. All right, here's the case number.
Okay.
I'm going to write a report for you.
Yes, sir.
If you want a copy of the report, you can pick it up at the station in 5 business days.
Okay.
Like I said, if you want to try to get a restraining order, you go to Cutler Ridge, the courthouse, you can do it there. Any other problems, call us and we can add to the case.
Okay.
So like let's say you're at Publix and somebody says something to you or he takes a picture of you, we can add it to that case number. Okay?
Perfect, will do. Because she said that, now they'll get even worse, but I'm not going to stand down.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up for myself because this is what we have to show our kids is the example of how you handle somebody's bullying you. Right. This is what you do. You go and you tell the authorities and then you handle it from there. There's a cycle, there's a process to all of it.
Yep.
And his behavior is bad.
But simply posting something that appears to have validity, like tax fraud, is a very important article to post. As of now, I don't believe there is any criminal charges cited. As of now, I don't believe there is any criminal charges filed against him. But in my opinion, this is someone that should not be in office if the allegations are true. Thanks for watching.